Scene script. Have you ever stopped to ponder the state of our world today? If you have, it's impossible to ignore the critical issues that are pressing upon our society. We're living in an era marked by enormous challenges and complexities. Whether it's social inequality, environmental degradation, or political unrest, these problems are not isolated. Indeed, they are interconnected, each influencing and exacerbating the others. Consider social inequality. It's not just about the widening gap between the wealthy and the poor. It's also about disparities in access to quality education, healthcare, and opportunities. These inequalities are often underpinned by systemic biases and discrimination, which further entrench the divide. Then there's environmental degradation. Our planet is under stress, grappling with climate change, deforestation, pollution, and the loss of biodiversity. These environmental issues don't just threaten our natural world, they also impact our societies and economies. When crops fail due to unpredictable weather, when communities are displaced by rising sea levels, it's the most vulnerable who are hit the hardest. And what about political unrest? Around the globe, we're witnessing the rise of authoritarian regimes, the erosion of democratic values, and increasing polarization. These political challenges can stifle progress, breed conflict, and perpetuate inequalities. But here's the thing, these issues are not insurmountable. In fact, they present us with an opportunity to come together, to collaborate, to innovate, an opportunity to rethink our systems and structures, to strive for a more equitable, sustainable, and peaceful world. Yes, the state of our world today is complex, but complexity should not lead to paralysis. Instead, it should spur us into action. Because every one of us, in our own ways, can contribute to change. Whether it's by advocating for social justice, reducing our environmental footprint, or participating in democratic processes, our actions can add up, creating a ripple effect that can transform societies. So, what can we do to affect change in this complex, interconnected world we live in? Changing the world may seem like a monumental task, but it begins with understanding and action. Let's dive into how you can contribute to societal change step by step. First off, identify the issues that matter most to you. From environmental sustainability to social justice, economic inequality to political reform, there's no shortage of challenges that need addressing. Pinpointing your passion is the initial step to making a difference. Next, educate yourself. It's essential to gain a deep understanding of these issues. Engage with experts, read up on research, learn from communities directly affected by these problems. Knowledge is indeed power when it comes to initiating change. Now it's time to take action. There are countless ways to make a positive impact. You could volunteer your time and skills, donate to organizations working on your chosen issues, advocate for policy changes, or participate in grassroots movements and protests. Remember, every effort counts, and each step forward is a step towards change. Collaboration is key to amplifying your efforts. Join forces with like-minded individuals and organizations. Together, you're likely to achieve a broader, more sustainable impact. Unity, after all, is strength. In this digital age, don't forget to leverage technology. The power of social media and the internet can be harnessed to raise awareness, mobilize support, and connect with a global community of changemakers. Use these platforms to amplify your voice and your cause. Don't underestimate the power of advocacy. Engage with policymakers, attend town hall meetings, and participate in advocacy campaigns. Your voice can help shape policies and legislation, pushing for systemic changes that can alter the course of society. Be patient and persistent. Real change often takes time, and setbacks and challenges are common. Stay committed to your goals and don't be disheartened by obstacles. Adapt your strategies as needed, but keep your eyes on the prize. Lastly, model the change you want to see in the world. Lead by example. Your personal choices and actions can inspire others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Remember, every action, no matter how small, contributes to the tide of change. Whether it's choosing to recycle, volunteering at a local shelter, or advocating for policy reform, each step you take can help shape a better world. So, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. After all, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Now, let's delve into the concept of the New World Order. Is it a conspiracy theory or a reality in international relations? When we hear the term New World Order, it often invokes a sense of mystery and intrigue. The term has found a home in two very distinct worlds: the realm of conspiracy theories and the sphere of geopolitics and international relations. First, let's consider the conspiracy theory interpretation. This viewpoint often paints a picture of a secretive, authoritarian global government seeking to control the world's resources and populations. It's a thrilling narrative, but it's essential to remember that these theories often lack credible evidence and are largely speculative in nature. They're like those captivating novels that keep us up at night, but we shouldn't mistake them for reality without substantial proof. On the other hand, when discussed in the field of international relations and geopolitics, the term New World Order takes on a different hue. It refers to shifts in global power, the emergence of new international actors, changes in the balance of power, and evolving dynamics of international diplomacy. For instance, the end of the Cold War in the late 20th century and the rise of new economic and political powers have been seen as shaping a new world order. It's crucial to differentiate between these two interpretations. While the conspiracy theories might be widely circulated and undoubtedly intriguing, they often lack empirical evidence and can perpetuate unfounded fears. On the contrary, the geopolitical context of the New World Order is based on factual changes in the international landscape and power dynamics, which are subjects of academic and policy analysis. Although the term New World Order might seem ominous or cryptic, it's important to approach it with a level head and a discerning mind. As with any theory or concept, it's essential to critically evaluate the sources of information, the evidence presented, and the context in which the term is used. Thus, the New World Order is a term that requires careful interpretation and understanding. So, how does societal change relate to the New World Order? Well, the New World Order, as discussed in the context of geopolitics and international relations, is a constantly evolving entity. It's shaped by the actions of nations, yes, but also by the collective actions of individuals and societies. Each one of us, through our actions, choices, and voices, contributes to the dynamics of this global power structure. Picture this: when we choose to support fair trade, we're influencing the economics of global trade, encouraging more equitable practices. When we reduce our carbon footprint, we're not just helping the environment, but also driving demand for sustainable goods and services, which can shift industry practices and influence global policies. On a larger scale, when societies rally for justice, equality, and democratic reforms, they can challenge oppressive systems and potentially alter the balance of power. The civil rights movement in the United States, the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, the pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong, these societal changes have all left indelible marks on the world order. But it doesn't stop at challenging the existing order. Societal change also involves building the world we want to see. This means promoting values of cooperation, mutual respect, and universal human rights. It means fostering economies that work for everyone, not just the privileged few. It means advocating for inclusive and transparent governance structures, both nationally and internationally. Through our collective action, we can work towards a new world order that is more balanced, more equitable, and more reflective of the rich diversity of our global community. This is not a task for the faint-hearted. It requires courage, persistence, and a strong belief in the power of positive change. But remember, every step we take towards a more just and sustainable world is a step towards shaping the New World Order. As we continue to strive for progress, we're not just bystanders in the evolution of global power dynamics, we're active participants. In the end, changing the world begins with us. We are the architects of the future, and the New World Order is ours to shape. So, are you ready to become a changemaker? It's time to step up, to take that burning passion for a fairer, greener, more equitable world and channel it into action. Start small, but start. Learn about the issues that stir your heart. Read, research, engage. Ignorance is the antithesis of progress. When you've found your cause, throw yourself into it. Volunteer your time, advocate for policy change, donate if you can. Remember, you're not alone. Seek out like-minded individuals, join forces, and together make your voices heard. Technology is a powerful ally. Use it to raise awareness, to rally support, to drive change. Patience and persistence are your watchwords. Real change takes time. There will be setbacks, but don't let them dim your determination. Be the change you want to see. Let your actions serve as a beacon, inspiring others to follow suit. The world is waiting for your contribution. Together, we can shape a better future.